Hello, I'm Brian Connor. I'm a pianist and I'm going to show you a few basic bits of knowledge that might help you get your way around playing the piano and playing some of your favourite tunes. So very briefly today, there are two things that we're going to consider. One is when we look at the keyboard, it just seems like an endless series of notes. It's quite hard to make sense of that. We're going to make sense of that today. And the other thing we're going to look at is the fingering that we use for playing a tune, because that has a big effect on how comfortably you can get from one note to the next in a tune. That's all about planning. So the first thing to look at is the note which is directly in front of you. It's middle C. Middle C is the center of our world. If you can find middle C, you can identify any of the other notes on either side. It's much simpler than you might expect it to be. And if you're sitting centrally, the keyboard like this, and you look at the pair of black notes straight in front of you, then the white note, which is just to the left of that pair of black notes, is middle C. So you found that? That's the center of your world. When you've got your middle C, you can start working your way up from that. No surprise, the note above middle C is a D, followed by an E, and an F, and a G. And here's the only surprise we're going to have. The G is followed by an A. And that's because in music, we call the notes A and B and C and D and E and F and G. Then we go back to the A. That's how our system works. So that's brought us to the A. We continue up to a B and a C. That's the 8 notes in front of you. That's called an octave. That's a C. And do you remember the note that we got to at the top of that sequence? Is also a C. And if you look at it, if you can see this clearly, you'll notice that the relationship between that note, that C, and the two black notes to the right of it, it's exactly the same as we saw down here. 2 black notes, look to the left, there's the C. 2 black notes, look to the left, there's a C. And we can carry it on all the way to the top of the keyboard. That's always going to be true. We are going to give a number to each finger. First, that's your thumb. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Simple as that. First finger is going to play the C, second finger the D, third finger the E, and then we're going to smoothly pass the first finger underneath to play the F. And then we're in a good position again to play the rest of those notes. And you see how simple that is? And let's see what happens when we go down. I'm going to run out of fingers here. What can I do? Put the third finger over. Okay? So by planning ahead, we have avoided that awful situation where you run out of fingers. You have all these notes, you have 10 fingers, there's not much you can't do. And the notes are already there for you. I don't want to say it's an easy instrument to play. It's there. Your fingers are there, the keys are there, the chords are there. And any tune that you want to play, it's going to be there for you. So if we deal with these couple of issues of working out what are all these notes and how can we chop them into manageable sections and how do we efficiently use the fingers, there's nothing you can't play.